比起其他的国家，好像你在 Perth Australia 要飞来悉尼，你知道机票多少钱吗？700多块澳币耶，来回机票，从 Perth 回吉隆坡的机票才680块澳币嘞。你要去哪里呢？所以 domestic travel 是很贵，在 Australia 它可以飞到国外了。我飞来悉尼干什么？但是我就在 Western Australia， 对不对？我去吉隆坡，我去巴黎，还更便宜，还更近。After all， 我也是去另外一个国家，我飞来悉尼还是在澳洲，对不对？所以很多人也许会觉得，为什么这样贵机票？它就是这样贵，它就是这样贵，更加上他们的那个 Ansett flight 已经没有了嘛？记得吗？911事件的时候之前 ，Ansett flight 執笠咗。只剩下 Qantas 在 Australia 独一无二的生意，价钱下低它也不会下低，高也是有人 travel， 对不对？所以它不是降低。是很多Western Australia的巴士是从悉尼买回来的，那种司机就过去了，开车一直开回来，开那个巴士回来，很远哈，对。大家都搞清楚了哈，澳洲的那个 coin 搞清楚吗？2块和1块钱，搞清楚不要搞错哈。也有人我看到很多拿 coin 去打电话回家了，是不是？可以打到回家，2块钱可以。
好，给人拍戏，每一个人来哪一张？小孩子呢？小孩子来2个小孩子的。
多一张。
好些啊，不要过了。
哪里要放名字？
他们拍不是我们拍。
都是不见我们才来的。
唔良認出面熒幕貼面咩啊？有冇唔可以啦？
走啊！這樣。
Oh, that's a bit like shock.
就在你风范了，相机。
Everyone, my name's Lucy. I'll be one of the presenters for today. Well, I'd like to welcome you to one of our giant Warner Brothers Movie World sound stages. Now, it's very similar to the other sound stages on the lot, except for a couple of differences. Firstly, this one's divided into 3 separate areas, and secondly, in here, you have the opportunity to become part of the Warner Brothers movie magic. Now, I'm also a casting director here at Warner Brothers Movie World, and while you were assembling here in front of me, I cast my eye around and found a few people who I think have what it takes to be stars on the silver screen. So first of all, I'm looking for a courageous pilot. Someone who can fly a plane. And you, sir, in the blue shirt with the sunnies on you, yes, you look like exactly what we're looking for. Let's come join me up on the stage here. Let's give her a round of applause for coming up on the stage. Thank you very much. Okay, well, today with the help of blue screen magic, you'll be flying a B-17 bomber in the skies of the autumn. How do you feel about that? That's all right, great. That's all right, great. Well, if you'd like to stand over here, just need that spotlight for me. Thank you very much. Oh, we have our courageous pilot, but that's not all I need. I now need someone else who can fly. And you, sir, in the green with the green hat on, you look like exactly what we're looking for. Would you like to join me up on the stage here? Well, lots of fun. So we'll be getting around to applause. I know you're nasty one. Yes, come on up. Don't worry, it's very easy. Thank you very much for coming out. What's your name? Olivia, okay. You're French? Cool. Okay, now, have you ever flown before? No? Okay. Well, today we're going to make things a little more difficult for you because you're actually going to be flying without the
Yes, because we must have, yes, with sauce and crabs in the front row, just obviously for, so there's no steps for me. Thank you. Okay, yeah, just a few more up the back row there, guys. If we could get you to just move up to the back row. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the very first of our movie Magic Sound Stages. My name is Trent, and I'll be your show presenter for the stage. Now, of all the marvellous visual effects that are used in making motion pictures, what we're about to show you today is one of the most important and versatile ways of making movie magic. It all starts with what you see right here, a plain blue screen. But really, it's a window to possibilities, limited only by our imagination. Let me introduce you now to someone who's quite at home on the blue screen from Hollywood. It's Sly Stallone.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. You know I always have a...
Okay. Now, Common, I've actually heard that you've had experience with bungee jumping and skydiving before. Is that correct? Never? Oh no. Well, good luck with our list today anyway. Well, folks, today Common is going to show us how Sylvester Stallone was able to perform all those wonderful tricks with the aid, of course, of blue screen movie magic. Okay, now it is important for you all to watch the screens above for the full effect. Now, Common, I'm your show director, okay, so keep your eyes on me. When I say action, that's your cue to start shuffling away along the ledge towards that ladder. Now remember, don't look down and don't fall. You might not believe me now, but it's actually 15 stories straight down. Well, the police thinking and the fire brigade have arrived. Okay, well, you're playing up the beautiful goggles. Into land there, so you flap your arms like a chicken, you go faster. So start flapping those arms for us, Super Oliver. Faster! Wow, look at the speed he's just picked up. Okay, well, you're playing over Palm Meadows Golf Course, so let's see your super golf swing. Golf swing, Super Oliver. No? Okay. No worries. Okay, well, you're flying at Jupiter's Casino now, down at the heart of Surfers Paradise. You better watch out for those buildings. No, look out, duck! You just flew through the blood in front of that building. What was distracting you? The beautiful girls on the beach. They can't believe their eyes. Show them your muscles, Super Oliver. And blow them some French kisses. Okay, well, you're playing over the ocean, so let's see your swimming strokes. Having a bit of freestyle. It's like Kieran Perkins. And some doggy paddle to finish up on. Okay, there he goes, folks. Blasting off into the wide blue yonder. Having a big round of applause for our Man of Steel.
Now this is what we call a block box. It's used to make gunshot sound effects. All you have to do is to push this block of wood down onto the one below it. Okay? Finally, you have the tip of the glass as the member form of the plate glass window to the pool below. Got all that? Yep, okay, just make your way to the floorboards there for your starting position. And my pink technician, your first responsibility is the door knocks. Nice and loud. Once before Mel Gibson enters the room, the second before the waiter enters the room. Now come with me, because your next responsibility is the lifting and replacing of the plate covers. There are 4 separate cues for this: 11, 12, 13 and 14. So you lift it up on 11, and you put it back down on 12. You lift it on 13, and you put it down on 14. Okay? Finally, you have the crashing glass as the men actually fall through the plate glass window. So on the cue, I need you to grab this handle, lift it quickly up like that, and hold it there so we get a nice loud crashing sound. Alrighty? Just make your back over there for your starting position. Finally, my yellow technician, your first responsibility is the opening, closing, and opening of this door. When you've opened it for the second time, leave it open and race over here, because you have the next sound effect, which is the waiter's cart coming into the room. So on the cue, you need to push this trolley down the end, making sure all four wheels go over the bump that's in the middle of the track. Next, you have the crashing cart as Mel Gibson throws himself onto it. So on the cue, you need to push this trolley as hard as you can into the block of wood down the end. Finally, you have the most important sound effect in the entire scene, which is the men falling into the pool below. So we'll need you to grab that crate with two hands, hold it high above your head, and on the cue, slam it down into the face of the water. But whatever you do, don't let go of the crate, okay? The pool is actually lined with rubber, and we don't want the crate to bounce and hit our expensive microphone over there. Got all that? Okay, just make your way back to the door for your starting position. Well, folks, I know it all sounds a bit complicated, and our technicians will have to work fast. But to help them out, we've assigned each of them a colour. Blue, pink and yellow. Now, blue, pink and yellow colour-coded cues or instructions will appear on their video monitors and on the large screen above to let them know when to make the appropriate sound. Now, sound technicians, these colour-coded cues will flash in your...
Before you on the sound stage is the actual life-size replica of the B-17 and all the models created solely for the motion picture and for spell. Now these models represent a stunning achievement on the part of the film's producer, Lord David, whom it is now my pleasure to introduce. Summer's voice. This model comes complete with propellers that turn and that actually fire. If you have a camera, we suggest you get it ready. I'm about to fire up this model just as they did in the movie. If you're in the firing line today, I'm fairly sure we're only firing blanks. Is a bit big to hang from your bedroom ceiling. Take a look at our smaller 1/24th scale models, which are hanging at either end of the sound stage. Those replicas are realistic on film. We think you'd have trouble deciding which were the real planes used in the movie. And to give the film an even more realistic, Warner Brothers built this incredible full-sized replica, complete in every loving detail. Now we built it in sections so we could get the cameras inside and film the stars at work. Speaking of stars, it looks like our two pilots have joined us. Thank you, Captain. Please state your name. Captain Paul. Now, your squadron leader has instructed you to bomb a specific factory in Bremen. Do you have your flight plans ready for Germany? You do. Okay, pilots, just for the benefit of the audience, can you point which way you'll be flying today, please? That's cute. Are you two flying in the same plane? Yes, okay, at least we agree on something. Both of you climb aboard right now, commence pre-flight checks. Please decide which way Germany is before takeoff. Folks, with the help of our somewhat confused aviators, we're about to put this baby through its paces and show you how we use the blue screen effect and the scenic foreground to recreate two scenes from that famous 25th mission. Captain, are you aboard? Now you've just had 30 seconds of flight training. Tell me, is that enough to survive World War II? Yes. You're a brave man. Alright, give me the thumbs up so I know you're ready for takeoff. The shot's not one. Very good. Grab the joystick there and I'll activate the cameras. And there go our two pilots up onto the screen. Now as the bell rolls into formation, you can see the 1/6 scale model of the mother and country just through the cockpit windshield.
No, in the cockpit. Turn around behind your seats. Left-hand corner. Other left captain. Just, yeah, close enough. All right, who's flying the plane? Over 30 seconds of training. Very good. Alright folks, in the greater distance you can see the 1/24th scale models. That's the entire squadron used in the movie. Just creeping in now is the blue screen demonstrated to everybody on Sound Stage 1. We have some terrific use of the blue screen right here. First of all, take a look at this. Now we actually exploded a 1/6 scale model and with some additional elements like clouds, wind machine and smoke. We can recreate the entire World War II combat scene on this stage. Let's see what happens when we put that explosion onto the blue screen right in front of our cockpit. Memphis Belle, that's the Windy City. She's been hit on her port side and she's coming across your nose. Look sharp, pilots! Pull up, Memphis Belle, pull up! Captain, what are you doing? Turn around and fly the plane! Get out of there, Memphis Belle, you're losing altitude! Mayday, mayday, mayday! Right, well, that, ladies and gentlemen, was real movie magic. Was it my imagination or was the captain laughing his way through that crash scene? Looks like the Belle might be in trouble though. Let's see if they make it back. On May 17th, 1943, the Memphis Belle returned back from its 25th and final mission. They were the first American bombing crew to successfully complete the required 25 daylight bombing raids over Germany, and on completion of this seemingly impossible task, they were at long last allowed to return home. Folks, the Memphis Belle has made it back. Let's see how those pilots are doing. Oh, co-pilot looks glad to be out of there. Did the captain survive? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our two flying aces. Pilots, you are dismissed. Your country is ashamed of you. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Warner Brothers Movie World, thank you very much for allowing us to share with you some of the wonderful things that go into making movie magic, and a special thanks if you helped us out on stage. However, good things must come to an end, so stand up, get out the doors.
closer we to our winter harvest.
Gotham's most notorious Scat Battle is acquiring us one more giant diamond. Then my freezing engine will be at full capacity.
Ha ha ha!